Hey, what's up, ladies and gents, boys and girls? xentrikz here, bringing you a team deathmatch on Highrise. Oop, I just got a Facebook message, but that's not gonna stop my commentary. I'm using the MP5k with a Spas 12 as my secondary weapon. My perks are Scavenger, Stopping Power Pro, and Steady Aim Pro. I'm also using the xentrikz grenade and the 2 stuns. And for my kill streaks, I have the Predator Missile, Harrier Strike, and Pavelo. I will hardly ever use the Chopper Gunner for my commentaries, because it must get slightly boring for you guys. But if I'm wrong, please correct me. So I don't have the greatest score in this game, but I wanted to put up a video up on my channel just to talk a little bit about myself. You can call me Ecos, which is my Xbox Live gamer tag, or xentrikz, whichever one you prefer, to be honest. I think you have probably noticed that I'm not using a capture card, but instead a camcorder, and for that I'm sorry. I'm investing in a capture card right now, looking for a decent one. And about here I completely fail in trying to get this guy here, wasting up my whole mag. Yeah, nicely done. But anyways, a quick question for you guys is, what sort of capture card should I be looking for, as I'm a total noob to this whole thing. And also I play my Xbox off of my PC monitor using a VGA cable, and I was wondering whether you can get a capture card to use with a PC screen, or maybe an adapter of some sort. Comments will be gladly appreciated. But I think that's pretty much it. I live in the UK, southeast England, if you are that interested. I'm 16 and I go to school. And Modern Warfare 2 is just an awesome hobby for me, especially when playing with some friends. And if you do decide to subscribe, please message me with what kind of gameplay you want to see, because I love to snipe, and I can try some aggressive sniping or a more tactical approach to the game, or even some tips and tricks. You decide. So apart from my crappy start, I am trying to run from one spawn point to the other, avoiding to use the first floor, but instead the ground floor below, where there's a smaller risk of getting killed, which is always pretty good. So I'm running inside their spawn point, trying to find some people, and I don't think I do. And always a good place to look is up there, as you saw me looking up, because there's always a few snipers there, but not this time. So I go out and I see a guy. I switch to my Spas, and notice here how I fire a shot and get a hit marker on this guy. So I move to my left out of his side to reload the Spas and move back in to finish him off. This always works in your advantage, because he had nowhere to go except follow me, and he didn't know when I was going to come out. So that worked out pretty well. A good tactic to use if you're in that situation. I think here I get a cheeky shot at this guy running out from his spawn. So I take his silenced UMP, because I'm guessing his teammates are spawning there, so I don't want to show up as a red dot. I drop shot this guy coming up and get my Predator Missile, and I move back in because I can hear some footsteps, and a big advantage is using some decent headphones and being a total sound whore. I try to find a spot to use my Predator Missile, and luckily find this kid right here, and I take him out and I use my Harrier Strike blindly. And I do recommend to use the Harriers until you have Pavelo, or you can see some red dot sights, sorry, so you know where the enemy team is. And here I use my Predator Missile and get a kill with it, which gets me my Pavelo. I use my Pavelo, and it does go on a bit of a tear later on. So, still using the UMP, which is a bit of a beastly gun, and I'll be playing with it a little bit later on in some other videos. So still using the UMP, I run down to the other side of the map, hoping that the enemy team is hiding there away from the Harrier and Pavelo. And sometimes the constant running is a good technique to use, especially on a map like Highrise, which is pretty small. And some dick here destroys my Harriers, thinking he's a bad man. But luckily my Pavelo is still up, about to do some serious damage. I get this guy here with his Stinger Missile, thinking he can shoot down my Pavelo. Nobody shoots down my Pavelo, bitch. And this part of the game, I think I run around, kill a few guys, get a couple of deaths, which you should try and avoid. But to be honest, it's pretty damn easy to die in this game. It only takes a couple of shots and you're down. I running around still, looking for some people, run down here to the ground floor, and I totally fail in trying to get this guy with my MP5k. He somehow manages to hide in the smoke, and I go to change my gun and get killed. I spawn close to where I died, so I rush out to find the guy who killed me without any luck. So I decide to run again to the other side. And in this game, all I'm trying to do is be pretty aggressive and being constantly on the move, but at the same time staying low and avoiding getting killed too many times. I get to the spawn point only to realize that they have started spawning at the other end, and that's what really pisses me off, because the constant running can be a bit of a time waster. You spend all that time trying to get to the enemy spawn, you get there, and they start spawning somewhere else. Well, it happens to everyone, to be honest. And I managed to die here by some guy there, so I moved back in trying to find that guy who killed me, trying to finish him off, and I kill the guy, get Scavenger Pro 2 and Crowd Shot 3. That's pretty much 3 in a row. Beautiful, beautiful. So here the game is coming to an end, and I begin to really rush to find the enemy without much luck, except for this guy coming around the corner here. Oh, I do love my drop shots, and as my friend calls them, floor fucks. That gets me cracking. Floor fucking. I floor fucked that guy, guys. I did it. Yeah, not meaning to sound rude. I floor fucked him. But those were my two last deaths, and knowing that the score has reached around 7,000 by now, I run right across to the other side of the map to where I am hoping they are spawning. And I throw a stun. Right about here, hoping to get someone. And I do. I get a hit marker, so I run in and get a nice double kill here. Nicely done. Pretty sexy, if you ask me. So there the game finishes, and we win by quite a good margin. There you can see the game-winning kill, which unfortunately wasn't me, but yeah, the score is 19-2. Which isn't too bad if you're looking at the KDR perspective, but generally I like to get more kills than that. Definitely over 25 is my aim in the game. So thanks guys for watching. Hope you found something useful. Please comment, rate and subscribe to make my channel grow. Laters.